The next attribute of microservices architecture is decentralized governance. So let's see what it is exactly. In traditional projects, there is a standard for almost everything in the system. There is a standard for the development platform, a standard for the database to use, a standard about logging, how logs are created, their format, where are they stored, etc. And more. There is a standard for almost everything, not much place for the various teams to make decisions. With microservices, the situation is the other way around. Each team makes its own decisions about the development platform, the database, the logs, and anything else. The team has the authority to make its own technological decisions and implement them in the service. The idea behind it is that each team is fully responsible for its service. Remember, we talked about it in the organized around business capabilities attribute, and we mentioned that each team has the full responsibility on the service it develops. We even mentioned this famous quote, "You build it, you run it." So the service is really something the team works on together and tries to make it the best possible. Now, since the team is united around the service's success, it will make the optimal decisions for it, mainly technological decisions. Sometimes that means it's better to use NoSQL database instead of the more traditional relational database. Sometimes it means it's better to use Node.js instead of Java. Whatever the case is, this independence is always a good idea in the microservices world. And what even better, this independence is enabled by the loosely coupled nature of the microservices. With Monolith, changing the underlying development platform of a component, which is a library in the case of Monolith, will immediately affect the rest of the monolith, and all the other components, libraries, will have to align themselves to the new platform. However, with microservices, this is not the case. Since microservices are loosely coupled by definition, a change in one of them will have exactly zero effect on the other services. In fact, the other teams will probably not even know something has changed, and this is a great advantage of this architecture style. Now, using multiple development platforms in one system is called polyglot. You might have heard this term before, and even if not, remember it. It comes up quite frequently when talking about microservices, and you better know what all the others are talking about. So, what is the motivation behind the decentralized management governance? Well, I guess the answer is pretty clear. By employing decentralized governance, we enable the team to make the optimal technological decisions for the specific service. Since such decisions can't fit any scenario, it's great that specific technology can be used for specific service, thus making it more efficient and helping develop it more quickly. So that was the decentralized governance, and now let's move on to the next attribute.